Weekly review. Yes, folks, how's everyone doing? It's that time again where I share my thoughts and some tips for the upcoming events this week in Pokemon Go. And we also look back on last week and highlight what we think was the best event. Let me know down in the comments what you think, but in my opinion, it was definitely the Grookey Com Day. A very good event. It's not only a nice shiny, but it was actually just good overall because of the XL candies, allowing you to max out Gigantamax Rillaboom if you had it, which is just a top tier grass type attacker for Gigantamax battles. Also, shout out to Simon in my local community who got the Shundo. So how did you all crack on with that event? Did you have a good one? Did you manage to get the Hundo, or did you get lucky? Get the Shundo. So Max Monday, we got Beldum, 6 to 7 p.m. local time, January 19th. If you don't have a good Dynamax Metagross, you definitely want to do this one. It is by far a fantastic tank, and it really is just good overall for Dynamax and Gigantamax battles. It does not get a Gigantamax form, so you don't have to worry about it being obsolete in the future to its Gigantamax variant, which often happens a lot with a lot of these Dynamax ones that they release. But this one just doesn't have one, so yeah, definitely one to go after if you need a good Dynamax Metagross. Spotlight Hour, Tuesday, 6 to 7 p.m. local time, is going to be Hatenna. Yes, it can be shiny, nice looking shiny, I personally need it. But the reason to do this one, in my personal opinion, is that its final evolution will eventually get a Gigantamax form. So this is going to be a solid one. Mega Evolve a appropriate Pokemon, such as a Psychic type one, or one that gives you a Psychic type bonus. Definitely stack up on those XL candies, because yeah, eventually this thing will get a Gigantamax form. Obviously right now it just has the Dynamax form. It's going to be 2 times transfer candy as well for the bonus. So if you're hoarding any unwanted Pokemon, legendaries, etc., well, it's time to transfer those as well. And then we got the Precious Pals event with the debut of Shiny Fidough. Yeah, that's a nice looking shiny. Looking more scrumptious than ever. I definitely wouldn't mind getting that shiny. Some decent event bonuses there. Particularly ones for just walking your buddy, and ones which normally would require a lengthy evolution requirement to walk have now been shortened. That's pretty decent as well. Wild encounters look pretty okay. I personally need a shiny Zorua. Eggs are looking alright as well during this event. If you need that shiny Goldeen, it's going to have an increased chance to be shiny in the wild. And you can also hatch it. Increased chance to hatch shiny Goldeen or shiny Fidough. So obviously that's going to be the best way if you want that shiny Fidough to get one. Raid Hour is going to be Thunderous. I personally have the shiny, but it's a decent looking one. So if you need that, might be worth doing. Right now in Mega Raids, we got Mega Sceptile as well. Personally, one of my favorites in terms of Mega Pokemon. So another great one to go after, should you need it. Shadow Cresselia still in Shadow Raids as well. And yes, that can be shiny too. And then come Friday, we got the Precious Pals Taken Over event. And I do enjoy a good Rocket event, particularly because now is the time to use a Charge TM to remove frustration from your Pokemon. And you don't want frustration, so you definitely, if you want to use that Shadow Pokemon and give it a charge move, now is the time to get rid of frustration. You're going to be able to save Shadow Incarnate Form Thunderous from Giovanni, which is pretty cool. And that's going to give you a special time research, which is going to last till March 3rd. So you're going to have plenty of time to progress through that. Well worth doing, because once you progress through it, you are going to receive a Super Rocket Radar. And those are very sought after and hard to get, and unless they put it in the shop or they put it in events like this, you can't really obtain one. So yeah, you definitely want to do that. You could use it now, or maybe you could, what I sometimes do is save it for a Shadow Pokemon that I'm particularly after, and then you can do it multiple times, i.e. fight against Giovanni multiple times and get the Shadow Pokemon of that variant, whatever he has. So for example, in the future, if they do drop Shadow Rayquaza, well, I'm hoarding right now quite a few Super Rocket Radars for that. And looks like Team Rocket has chosen to turn Chespin Fennekin and Froakie into Shadow Pokemon 2. So that's pretty exciting. I'm definitely going after some Shadow Froakies. And then we got Raikou Shadow Raid Day. And this is a good one, even if you don't plan to put money into the event, because of the event bonuses. You get 5 additional free raid passes from spinning gym photo discs. So you might as well get out there and do some of these. Increased chance of encountering the Shadow Shiny Raikou. That's going to be good. And I really like that now you can remote raid Shadow Raids. Obviously in the past you couldn't. Now you can. So an increase of up to 20 you can do from Friday running all the way through to Saturday at 7 p.m. Yeah, I mean, I'm a Raikou fan. Of the 3, I think it's probably my favorite. So I am particularly after that Shadow Shiny. But yeah, looking like a good week for Pokemon Go. You know, we're moving steadily along, aren't we? 2026, 10-year anniversary is coming up. And I think progressively these weeks are getting better. And rumors are that Mega Mewtwo X and Y has been added into the game. I'm a massive Mewtwo fan, so that's the thing I am particularly looking forward to. But yeah, looking like a good week. Let me know what you're excited about this week. How did you get on previous week? Did you have a good Grookey Com Day? That's going to be about it from me though. As always, please everyone, do take care. Please leak slap the like button. Massively helps with the YouTube algorithm nonsense. And catch you all in the next one.